morning, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, commanders, command sergeants major, soldiers, families, and friends. I'm First Lieutenant Sarah Herrero, the Master of Ceremonies for this event. On behalf of Lieutenant General Paul Camera, Commanding General of the 18th Airborne Corps in Fort Bragg, Command Sergeant Major Charles Albertson, Command Sergeant Major of the 18th Airborne Corps, Brigadier General James M. Smith, Commanding General of the 3rd Expeditionary Sustainment Command, and Command Sergeant Major Sean J. Rice, Command Sergeant Major of the 3rd Expeditionary Sustainment Command, welcome to the Fort Bragg Women's History Month observance. Each year, March is designated as Women's History Month to commemorate the accomplishments, achievements, and contributions women have made to society throughout history. In 1980, President Jimmy Carter issued the first presidential proclamation declaring the week of March 8th as National Women's History Week. The United States Congress followed suit in 1981, passing a resolution establishing a national celebration. 6 years later, the National Women's History Project successfully petitioned Congress to expand the event through the entirety of March. Today, the observance of Women's History Month celebrates the economic, political, and social achievements of women throughout our history. The theme for the 2019 Women's History Month is Visionary Women Empowering Our Future Leaders. To honor this occasion, the 3rd Expeditionary Sustainment Command and Team Bragg EO have prepared today's program. Please rise for the singing of the National Anthem by Sergeant Joseph King of the 330th Transportation Battalion, and remain standing for the invocation given by Chaplain Damon Saxton, the 3rd Expeditionary Sustainment Command Chaplain.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket drag glare, the bomb bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please join me in prayer. Our Father in heaven, as we gather for this Women's History celebration, we ask you to remind us and keep it in our hearts that you created both man and woman in your image and likeness. May we recognize that you created Eve from Adam's side as an enduring symbol that all mankind was indeed created equal, and that we should come beside each other in unity. We recognize that in the past there have been serious abuses to our God-given equality. We humbly ask for your forgiveness. We also recognize that we have much room for improvement. We sincerely ask for your help that this and other similar events will enlighten our minds and inspire our hearts to action, especially in our homes and workplaces. We ask a blessing on our speaker today, that she will be able to convey the message she desires to convey. Bless all those who put time and effort into this event, and bless each one of us in attendance, that we will be inspired and moved. These things we humbly pray. Amen.
Amen.
Please be seated. We will begin today by honoring the many accomplishments of women throughout history with a recital of Maya Angelou's Phenomenal Women by Mrs. Ashley Connors.
Pretty women wonder where my secret lies. I'm not cute, nor built to fit a fashion model size. And when they start to ask me, they think I'm telling lies. I say, it's in the reach of my arms, the span of my hips, the stride of my steps, and the curl of my lips. I say I'm a phenomenal woman, phenomenally woman. That's me. I walk into a room just as cool as you please, until a man, the fellows stand or fall down on their knees. Then they swarm around me, a hive of honeybees. I say it's in the fire in my eyes, the flash in my teeth, the swing in my waist, and the joy in my feet. I'm a woman, phenomenally, phenomenal woman. That's me. Men themselves have wondered what they see in me. They try so much, but they can't touch my inner mystery. And when I try to show them, they say they still can't see. I say it's in the arch of my back, the sun of my smile, the ride of my breast, and the grace of my style. I'm a woman, phenomenally, phenomenal woman. That's me. Now you understand just why my head's not bowed. I don't have to shout or jump or talk real loud. When you see me passing, it ought to make you proud. I say it's in the click of my heels, the bend in my hair, the palm in my hand, and the need for my care, because I'm a woman, phenomenally, phenomenal woman. That's me. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your magnificent performance. Let's have another round of applause for Mrs. Connors. Ladies and gentlemen, just one note, if you've parked in front of the building blocking the handicap drop-off area, if you could please move your vehicle. Thank you. At this time, Colonel Camilla Scott Skillard, the Chief of Staff of the 3rd Expeditionary Sustainment Command, will introduce our guest speaker, Mrs. Tangi Smith.
Good afternoon, Brigadier General Smith, other distinguished guests, friends, and family. It is my distinct honor to introduce to you our guest speaker for today's event, the Honorable Tangi C. Smith. Ms. Smith is a true definition of a Renaissance woman. She is a veteran, author, entrepreneur, politician, life coach, Army spouse, and mother. There is truly nothing she cannot or has not done. Being a native of Eastern North Carolina, Ms. Smith served in the Army for 20 years, retired as a Sergeant First Class in 2017. Less than a year into her retirement, she decided to run and win the Montgomery County Commissioner, District 8, Clarksville, Tennessee. With the desire to still serve and the warrior ethos of never leaving a comrade behind as her compass, she founded Women Elevated, a nonprofit organization that helps female veterans. Her organization provides female veterans assistance with temporary housing, counseling, job placement, resume writing, interview practice, credit repair, and financial counseling. Women Elevated help numerous female veterans and their families through their time of need. Even with this heavy workload, Ms. Smith is still supporting the Army as a military spouse and mother, which many of you sitting in the audience today can attest to being the hardest of all of her accomplishments. accomplishments. So please join me in welcoming the Honorable Tangi C. Smith.
Good morning, everyone. Can y'all hear me? Trying to use my, because since I've been an elected official, everybody keeps telling me, I don't know, that's been a problem of mine. So I do want to let, first of all, I wanted to say that General Smith gave me permission to say whatever I wanted to say. You guys know that. No, I'm just kidding. But the number one question that people ask me is, do you miss the Army? And yes, I do. And you know what? I have never, you all are the first group of people that I've ever admitted that to. I've never admitted that to anyone else. But I do know that everything happens for a reason, and I have to remind myself that had I not retired when I did, then I likely wouldn't be standing in front of you guys right now. I wouldn't be, because it just, everything just lined up perfectly. So I do constantly remind myself to go with the flow. So now that that's out of the way, good morning, honored guests, colleagues, friends, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for securing some time, despite your commitments, your other commitments, to attend this event, where we gather as a family to appreciate our women, particularly women, for me, women in the military. Thank you for all that you do, and thank you for all that's in attendance today. Thank you for family who's traveled to come and see little old me, like who would have ever thought, right? I've never been stationed at Fort Bragg. I am a native of Eastern North Carolina, born and raised, and never had the opportunity to be stationed here. And as I look back, I'm like, that's probably a good thing that I got away from home, and probably worked out. But even though I am diehard screaming, I do thank you all for having me here. So, now please allow me to introduce myself and tell you a little bit about me. I retired June the 1st, 2017, after 20 years in the military, a little over 20 years. And I said, I didn't have a plan. I had a little bit of a plan, but I didn't have a plan like the Army encourages you to have a plan. Why? Because I've always been a bit of a renegade, a bit of doing my own thing. And I just wanted to see where it would go. I knew that I did not want to have a traditional job. I knew that I felt like I wanted to experience things that I didn't get to experience in the Army because I joined the Army at 18. So, but I didn't want to be like that person where they're like, no, you're 40, right? So you can't do all of that. Just calm down. But I know that I wanted to experience some things. I wanted to see some things. And sidebar real quick, this year I was married 22 years. And for any of you out here, I met my husband in AIT. Hey, it works. Sometimes it works. Doesn't even have to know somebody, right? It works. Thanks to the Army, keep us deployed apart a little bit. So, but it worked. So while I was transitioning out the Army, I started interning for a morning talk show. Those of you, and you will find out if you don't know, when you do get ready to transition, they'll ask you if you want to intern with different places. Sometimes you can intern with different places on posts, things that you want to do. And I didn't want to do any of that. And I was like, no, I don't want to work here. I don't want to do that. And so I reached out to the talk show host and I said, can I intern with you? And that's something I do want to tell everybody. Usually when you ask to work for free, people don't turn you down. They'll allow you to work for free. So I worked there. I started out as their makeup artist. And my command was really, they were really supportive. I think they just wanted me to go away. But they were supportive of it, like, yeah, do something, find something to do. And I moved up to production assistant, and I did that, and I met a lot of great people. stars. I don't know their names, but they were great people. They're wonderful, and I had a great time doing that. And I was still in the Army, so I kind of got the best of both worlds. So I would encourage you to do that. Don't wait till the last minute to try to transition out the Army. Get the best of both worlds, because sometimes when the civilian work got a little bit overwhelming for me, I let me put this uniform back on. Let me go back over here to what I know, some continuity. So take that year to actually do that. That's what it's designed for. So do that. And I'm not telling you not to get a job. I did makeup for the cheerleaders for the Tennessee Titans, Dr. Barbara Jones. I did it until I retired. It was fun and it was exciting, but I knew that the Creator had another plan for me. I knew this wasn't it. This was just it for me to meet people, and I enjoyed meeting people. I just enjoyed meeting people and just seeing what they did and just kind of trying to find my way. So I kept doing that, and I thanked them for, after about 2 months after I retired, I thanked them for allowing me to intern with them. They didn't want me to go. They didn't want to pay me either. So, and they showed me some stuff, and I came back, and I decided that I was going to use one of my rental properties in Clarksville for a transition home for women veterans. So Women Elevated, there are a lot of programs for low income or people that are struggling, people are helping, but I found no program. I found no program that do what we do, and that's to help women like myself, women that are possibly, that were still active duty, or that made over $40,000, $50,000 a year, that were maybe single parents and needed help. Because who do you go to? You can't go, when you go to get help from outside entities, they'll ask you how much you make. And when you tell them how much you make, it's like, well, no, you don't qualify. But sometimes life happens. Sometimes you just need that extra push. Sometimes we just buy the groceries. Sometimes we just put gas in their car for the rest of the week until the end of the week until they get paid. It's not always you need help with your rent. It's just little things that you might need help with. And so that's what we founded. We wanted to do something like that, just to help everybody, not just to help, because that margin of people is often left hanging. They're often left hanging. They're often forgot about. They're often are the ones that commit suicide the most because they don't have anybody to help them out. And even though we're Women Elevated to date, we've helped more veteran men and civilian women than we have women veterans who are active duty. So this Women Elevated, but we kind of have a broad spectrum. So right away, I reached out to some of my good Army buddies with Women Elevated, and I said, hey, I got this bright idea. Well, anybody knows me knows I'm full of bright ideas. So some of them, I pitched my idea, and I asked them for their help, AKA their money. Use that, And some supported right away, some did not. The ones who supported right away, they ended up being the founders of Women Elevated. The ones who didn't, they're still in, Women Elevated. And I get it. Sometimes you just have to see. You have to kind of see where it's going before you hitch your wagon to that horse. And so I'm not upset about that. I do have to say that it's establishing this organization is actually what putting in physical work for the community and asking for nothing in return. Asking for nothing is what got me noticed by the people, the leaders of my community. I asked for absolutely nothing. I was out here, I was doing things, I was trying to help, still trying to find my way, because remember, I didn't have no job still, but I had time, and that's a lot of things that people don't have. And that's time that I wanted to get back from the Army, because I was like, I've been doing this, I've been running. I'm gonna take this year, and I'm gonna find myself, and I'm gonna take some time. And I actually plan for time. You gotta plan to take time. You can't just say you're gonna take time, because it doesn't work out that way, especially if your finances don't line up to your time. So, but I promise you, I never was looking for fame or recognition. I just simply wanted to make someone's life easier. And one of the backstories about that is that when I retired, I owed a debt to the Army, and this is off the speech, but Jim Smith said I could say it. I owed a debt, and the debt was $6,000. So you can imagine a paycheck being $6,000 short. And thankfully I was married, but what if I wasn't? What if I was a single parent? And that's $6,000. And I kind of knew I had it. It was back 2001. And I went to finance on post at my unit, and they assured me that I did not. Turned the screen around and said, look, you don't owe anything. So I was like, okay, you're the subject matter expert. When the bounty check came, that was it. And there was nothing they could do about it, because I was not in the military anymore. Absolutely nothing they could do about it. It's just that. So I look at that with women like that, people like that. What do you do? What do you do when you have a debt? You know, what do you do when things happen? So we try to provide that. I knew that I had a lot of resources, and I knew a lot of resources that a lot of soldiers and veterans they didn't know about. So I thought if I could just put those resources together and hand them out, that's mainly what I wanted to do. And I had the time. I also had to get the gap, thanks to the United States Army Recruiting Command. They taught me well, so I said, no, I'm gonna try it, I'm gonna do this. It was during this time that I met our now mayor of Clarksville, and I met his wife, and our newly elected state representative, Jason Hodges, who've since become great friends and mentors to me. And I was asking him, what could I do at the time to help him with his campaign, and he told me, you know, I need you to run for county commissioner. And I was like, for real, what do you need help? And he was like, no, I'm serious. And I say, you know, with all due respect, I'm a soldier. I know nothing about politics, and I'm not just a soldier, like I'm a soldier. Like, you know, that I'm like, I couldn't turn it off, you know? And so he said, oh, you'll do great. You probably do better than most. And I said, I don't think you understand. Like, I don't want to embarrass you, you know, or Montgomery County, the state of Tennessee, the Democratic Party. So I'm just going to stay in my lane. And they said, no, you should do it. And so I said, I'm going to pray about it. And I said, okay, I'll try it, you know? And I did the work to get my name on the ballot, asking people, pitching myself, telling them my platform. And they signed. I was like, okay. And I was like, oh, all right, that was easy. So you surrender again. You know? And I got on the ballot, and then we did a preliminary. And the day of the preliminaries, we got a present from the Army. And that was my husband got orders to Hawaii. I was like, man, the Army's still running my life. It's over. You know, like, oh, you know. And I was like, you were supposed to go to Korea. You know, then I went into this field. You know, if you were enlisted, this would have never happened. You know, they don't do these types of things. And I was just like, just going off. And then I went to my partner and said, I don't think I can do this. And they said, yeah, you have to do it. I was like, no, don't. And I went to Hawaii in the middle of my campaign, and I turned off my social media. I didn't answer the phone. I just completely went AWOL from everything. But mind you, I was a civilian, so who was going to check me? You know? So I turned off everything, and I came back, kept praying about it, and I came back and I said, I'm going to, the day before the election, I'm going to go and vote for myself. Walked in there, didn't have a sign, didn't introduce myself. I just went in there, voted, came back out. They said, are you going to the watch party? I said, no, I'm not going to a watch party. Why would I do that? Yeah, so I could lose, I could see myself on camera losing. No, I'm not going to do that. And I stayed home, and the newspaper called me about 6, the post closed at 7, and they called me about 6. And they said, how does it feel, you know, you won, right now, polls are closed and you have over 70% of the vote. So you're gonna win. And you upseated a 17-year incumbent. And I was like, okay. And they're like, do you have anything to say? And I was like, yeah, I have a lot to say. I probably said too much, but I had a lot to say. And I was extremely proud of myself. I was extremely grateful to everybody that helped me. I did have a mentor that they just came out and they really, everything just lined up. And do that, reach out to people. And I will tell people that all the time, reach out to people because you never know. Just reach out, ask questions. And she taught me everything. And she's a prim, regal, very classy lady, just straight by the book. She's running for judge. She's an attorney. And we're night and day. And she looked at me one day and she said, "Yeah, I like your personality, I like your aura. You look fine, baby. You're gonna do really good." She said, "But, baby, we gotta work on that mouth." I'm sorry. But I did well. And fast forward, I did win, and it's been nonstop since then. So if anything I have to say is that go with your dream. And I'm not saying that being in the Army that you don't have to put your dreams or your goals on the back burner, because oftentimes you do. You can put it on the back burner, but just don't leave it. Don't leave it on that back burner. Always remember, like, this is what I want to do. And when I get some time, I'm going to go back and do this. Even if you do a little bit at a time, because even when I was in the Army, I did a little bit at a time. I dabbled in entrepreneurship. You know, I had a RV that I worked on weekends, and I made it a boutique. So I did little stuff, and that was a stress reliever for me as well. And it helped me to know, it made me feel secure to know that, you know, I have some things in place, or I have some goals. And the Army has given you all of those goals. You have them. You have that leadership. You're able to get up in the morning and go to work and be at the right place, the right time, in the right uniform. You're able to do that. You have all of that. You have that leadership ability. So, when people are like getting ready to retire and they're so scared, I'm like, what are you scared for? You have it. Like, you don't know that you have it. And the manifestation and putting everything out into the atmosphere, I totally believe in that. Because I used to tell them when I was a PFC, I used to say that this part of the town, that was mine. Like, I don't care if it says Fort Campbell, I don't care if it says North Clarksville, this is mine. And I act like it was my town. And one day it like hit me, I was coming from Kentucky, and I was like, this is mine. I said that like 15 years ago, but it's mine. So just keep saying that, keep saying it, keep affirming yourself. But it is my honor to be here. I tell women all the time, it's not easy to achieve your dreams in a world that oftentimes look down on women. But if you fight to achieve them, it won't vanish. It'll be worth it. Don't give up, no matter what life throws at you. I want to encourage you to try to be positive and believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. And that's another reason why I'm so honored and I'm so happy that they chose me to come here and to speak. Because oftentimes when we hear, I know me as a young soldier, when I would hear guest speakers, and they would be generals or, you know, command sergeant majors, and they would say, well, I did this and I did that. And I'm thinking, well, you know, that's easy for you. Like, we're not the same. We're not the same. And so with me, it's like, hey, I was here with you. Like, I came in the Army as an E1. Like, that's what I did. I was the E1. I started all the way from the bottom. E2, E3. You know, the whole, it could happen. It can happen. You can do it. If I can do it, then you can do it. I'm no different than anybody in here. I'm no different than anybody in here. And I just kept going. I kept believing in myself. And even people who are close to me, they would look at me and they would say, you're crazy. Like, you're crazy. And I maybe a little bit. But I love it. You can survive any storm and have a great breakthrough. You are stronger than you imagine. You are stronger than you imagine, and I can't tell you how much that is in you. It's just in you. I had people to tell me that, you know, Tangy, when you get out the Army, you're gonna have to conform. You're gonna have to learn how to conform to civilian life. And I said, no, I'm not. They're gonna conform. They'll be okay. So it took me 20 years to get this persona. Like, it I worked hard for this, you know? Like, I can't just, how do you conform? Don't worry about conforming, it'll be okay. And that's just what, if I can leave anything with you, I just want you to know that it'll be okay. Just go with what you know, go with your heart. Don't break no rules and nothing like that. I'm not telling you, don't go that far. But just go with what you know. Go with what's in your heart. Go with what you believe. Pray to whatever God that you believe in. Just pray and ask him, which way should I go with this? You know, it's in you. And always remember that you can't have a great destination if you walk an easy road. With challenges, will give you experiences to build the person to the person or the source that you want to be. I like to call everyone within the sound of my voice to support the women in their lives. Ensure that the women are protected against oppression and see that all women have equal rights. Because it doesn't always feel that way. You know, we don't always feel like we're protected. And I know it's hard being in the military and feeling like that because it's like you're in the army, you know. Protect yourself, you got it. But as a woman, we all want to feel, because when they take that uniform off, you're still a woman. There's still a woman, the same woman that you see at the PX or the same woman. And so like I said, we don't always feel protected. So if you have women in your life, protect them and let them know, hey, I got your back. You know, no matter what, I see you. You know, and you make a difference, you mean something. That goes a long way. And I also want to tell all the women out here that everything that they're doing in your everyday lives that you may think is nothing, I'm just getting up, I'm going to work, I'm running, I'm doing this, it matters. It makes a difference. It's going to make a difference for you, and it makes a difference for your future generations because they're watching. It's people watching you that you don't even know that's watching you. It's people that I've never met. They say, hey, I was watching you. So you have to, they're watching. And you can do it. You can do it. I have to say, work hard, do your best, even if it feels like there's little change. Because those little things that I remember from back in the day, like, oh, do that. Take everything in the toolbox. Don't ever act like, and I know you probably heard this all the time because it's so cliche, don't act like you know everything, but really listen to what people say. Listen to what people say. Listen to what people say who you outrank. Listen to people say that just at the store, just listen to what they say. Because sometimes they'll say something and you're like, it may not dawn on you on this day, but it may happen down the road. So just listen to that and treat people good. Because I can't tell you how many people I ran back into, you know, within the last year or so. You know, and they're like, do you remember me? And sometimes I'm like, no, of course I do. But, you know, you treat people good because you just never, ever know. And before I leave, I'm going to wrap it up soon because I don't want to be before you long. I just want to, if I can encourage anybody, if I can say, hey, look at me, I did this. Look, I did this. You can do this. What's the difference between me and you? I didn't start out. I started out in this little country town, this country can be, you know, and it's good because I'm in Tennessee, because they're country too, so we died. But I started out there, started out at the bottom, did what I had to do, whether it was deployments or work, everything that you did, I've done that. Like I've done that. That's why I didn't talk a whole lot about my military career because you know it. Well, why am I going to talk about my military career to a bunch of, you know it. You know what I had to go through. I've been at Fort Campbell 3 times. What more you want me to say? You know what the deal is. You know exactly what it is, so I don't have to tell you that. But I do want to encourage you and say, keep fighting for what you believe in. Keep fighting go for what you know. Don't let anybody tell you different. When I was a E4, the Army had the school out. You know, you go to school, because at the time I didn't have any college education, and everybody's like, oh, you should go to Austin Peay, you should go to all these other places. And I said, no, I'm going to go to cosmetology school. And my instructor said, no, you're not. I was like, yes, I am. Well, why can't I? It doesn't say I can't go. And I realized that I went to school. I don't give you any bad, bad advice, but I went to college school for 6 months. I came back, I re-enlisted, I went back again, and then Fort Campbell changed the rule. But I went to school, and so I've been a licensed hairstylist even in the Army, and that's how I made Mr. Money on diplomas, because I was licensed. Do what you want to do. You know, don't let anybody tell you, don't live anybody else's dream. Don't let anybody else tell you. My mother's right here, she tell you, it's hard, I'm hard-headed. Live your dream. You know what it is that you want to do in your life. And what works for you may not work for you, and may not work for them, but only you know. Of course, in the military, you have to be uniform somewhat. So you do have to conform a little bit, but you don't have to conform all the time. You don't have to be, you don't have to lose yourself. Because guess what? Once you get that DD-214 and Fort Bragg hands you that paper and show you the front gate, you're gonna have to find yourself. And those people around you are not gonna be around you to give you that advice. Matter of fact, they're gonna go on about their mission. You know, I have my good friend right here, Master, she we got something to do. You know, and it doesn't involve me right now. So you have to define yourself. So when those people to your left and your right are no longer there, what are you gonna do? Who are you talking to? Did you give yourself up, or do you still know who you are? And that's the whole thing, like, just know who you are, and do you. As I conclude, I want to salute all the soldiers here. Once a soldier, always a soldier. And like I said, I am a soldier. You know, I have to be reminded sometimes to fix my face. Somebody say something crazy that kind of But we can have cell phones. So my girlfriend one day, I looked at the phone and she had texted me. But once a soldier, always a soldier. I've been retired going on 2 years now. And oh my God, 2 years. You know how long 2 years is? It's a long time. I almost forget. Like when they're saying something to me about the military, and I'm like, what's that? Pension, you remember? And I'm like, girl, you'll be all right. You know, jog on. You know, I'll say something silly and it's 2 years. But those are memories I'll always cherish, that I'll always hold dear. I learned so much. I'm so grateful for it. I'm so grateful for everybody I met, good and bad. I learned them from it all, and I'm so thankful for it. I don't want to do it over at all. Like, I don't want to, you know, some people say I would go back and do it again. But I'm thankful for it. I am thankful for that. And just keep fighting for our great nation. And remember that the only way to gain freedom is over your fears is to face them. Right? Are ready for me to be quiet? Okay. I do want to say, again, thank you for our women. Thank you for our soldiers. Thank you all. God bless you, and God bless America.
Thank you, Mrs. Smith, for sharing such a powerful and heartfelt message. Let's give her another round of applause. At this time, Brigadier General Smith and Command Sergeant Major Rice will present a token of appreciation to Mrs. Smith for taking time from her busy schedule to share her experiences with us today.
Before I present this to her, I just want to say one more time, thank you for sharing your story with us today. I think there are a lot of soldiers in here that could really relate to your life, your story, and the fact that they too can achieve what you've achieved so far. So from on behalf of the 18th Airborne Corps and 3rd Expeditionary Sustainment Command, we just want to present this as a small token of our appreciation to you
Brigadier General Smith and Command Sergeant Major Rice will now present a token of appreciation to Mrs. Ashley Connors for her outstanding contribution to today's observance.
Real quick, Ms. Connors, again, thank you for that lovely presentation. You know, I was first introduced to that poem, Phenomenal Woman, probably back in the 6th or 7th grade. I had two sisters growing up, and my mother would often recite that around the house. I've always thought it was a powerful, very, very powerful spiritual poem, uplifting, and just had a tremendous impact on my life, the way I approach my marriage, my relationships, you know, the way I treat women. So I thank you for putting that on display today for the members here that are assembled. Couldn't have had a better choice of words to really drive home the fact of women empowerment. So thank you.
I know you're so proud.
The future right here.
Aw. She's like, I don't know you.
This is my little supporter. She goes everywhere with me with art, just because I think sometimes we are so focused on just a 9 to 5. We still need to feed that artist inside ourselves. Every one of you guys have an artistic expression, and I do encourage you to, whatever it is, whether it's dancing, writing, and so I want her to see all aspects of that. I am a teacher by day, but I also let her see the spoken word side.
Great.
Earlier this month, we hosted a cake decorating contest at the Mini Mall Food Court. Each cake depicted the theme of Women's History Month. Cakes were prepared by dining facilities across Post and by various individuals. We will now present the winner of the cake decorating contest, Provider Dining Facility, and a certificate of appreciation to Staff Sergeant Jennifer Garland for her individual contribution.
How you doing? Good, good. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you to all the dining facilities and participants of the Women's History Month Cake Decorating Contest, and again, congratulations to our winners. Ladies and gentlemen, Brigadier General James M. Smith, Commanding General of the 3rd Expeditionary Sustainment Command.
One more round of applause for the Honorable Smith. On behalf of Lieutenant General Paula Cameron, Commanding General of the 18th Airborne Corps and Fort Bragg, Command Sergeant Major Charles Albertson, Command Sergeant Major of the 18th Airborne Corps and Fort Bragg, myself and Command Sergeant Major Sean Rice, Sergeant Major of the 3rd Expeditionary Sustainment Command, we'd like to thank and recognize the Honorable Tangi C. Smith for her unwavering contributions to the citizens of Clarksville, Tennessee, our veterans, and our society as a whole. Also, a heartfelt thank you to Ms. Ashley Connors for her performance of Phenomenal Women. And a big congratulations to the Westover Middle School poster contest winners, as well as the cake and decorating contest winners. We would like to thank everyone who participated, whether in the planning or the execution of our Women's History Month program. In closing, I challenge each one of you as you reflect on how you plan to impact and impart future leaders in your communities, that you remain focused, stay vigilant, and stay committed. Remember, your vision of change today may be someone's breakthrough tomorrow. I leave you with a quote from the Duchess of Sussex, Meghan Markle. Women don't need to find their voice. They need to feel empowered to use it. And people need to be encouraged to listen. It is our hope that you have been inspired and empowered to let your voice be heard, because the world is waiting to listen. Sustain the line all the way and Army strong. Have a blessed day.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Fort Bragg and Greater Fayetteville area community, the 18th Airborne Corps, and the 3rd Expeditionary Sustainment Command, we would like to thank you for attending today's Women's History Month observance. Please stand for the playing of the Army song.
March along, sing a song, we're the army of the free. Count the brave, count the true, who have fought to victory. We're the army and proud of our name. We're the army and proudly proclaim. First to fight for the right and to build the nation's might. And the army goes rolling along. Proud of all we have done, fighting till the battle's won. And the army goes rolling along. Then it's high, high, hey, the army's on its way. Count off the cadence loud and strong. Wherever we go, you'll always know that the army goes rolling along.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the formal portion of our program. Please join us in the rear of the room to celebrate the closure of this month and to recognize the contributions to all women throughout our history. Thank you again for your attendance at our Women's History Month observance and for your continued support of the Equal Opportunity Observance events. We hope to see you at the Days of Remembrance observance on May 2nd at the 18th Airborne Corps NCO Academy.